So yeah, usually commentator just commentating. I usually do things a little different here, where I'll commentate for the first couple hours, and I'm also running stream. So sometimes things happen. So apologize in advance. But either way, here we go. We got, I guess, DuFaux, and yeah, EagleBones, McFalcon. That's McFalconHawk. Excuse me, I misspelled it.
No, it's all good. We got DuFaux, Steve, and here we go. Already, he's leading with 20% compared to the 4%. That's a good way to start here. As Steve comes back in 17.
Yeah, so you don't want to be, the higher percent you are, the worse off you are, because then that means, yeah,
you're about to be knocked off the stage. And this is a small stage here, so there's only 2 levels. Pokemon Stadium, of course, so that explains the picture for anyone that's watching and not familiar with it. But now Steve over here is at 75%, and of course you could be knocked out 3 times. That's a match, correct?
Yeah, that's it, man. We play 3 stocks here. That is the name of the game. So obviously you want to hold on to those as long as you can. As you see those percents mounting, things are looking pretty bad. And right now, yeah, Shulk has...
backboard! 3-2. Let's go.
Yeah, so a little information for you, Justin. Shulk, the character who is glowing green right now, he has several different abilities that he took that last stock with his attack Monado. That's what the abilities are called, the Monado. And the red one, that makes you go really far. It knocks you back really, really far. It makes you stronger. Whereas like this purple one he has right now, that tacks on some extra damage. So as you watch this Shulk start doing stuff, you're going to have to look out for those, basically those modifiers, because they change what's going on.
Ooh, definitely. Thanks for the heads up. DuFaux at 106%. He could be knocked out any type of way. He's trying to knock him out going airborne. Nope, not going to happen. Backboard's off the front.
Yeah, he's got that attack Monado out now, and that's going to do it. Yeah, sends him flying.
Goodbye. That was a 3-pointer from downtown as he tries to return the favor. But one thing I like about this is this guy is close combat compared to a long-distance type of fighter.
Yeah, I mean, the thing about Shulk is he does have a lot of range. He's got that big sword. He's got a lot of movement with some of those Monados. And Falco, he could definitely jump really far, but like he doesn't have any big swords. He's got to get close to you to kind of do things. But when he does get close to you, he's known as something called like a cutscene. Oh my god! Got him with the spike on the side B. I don't know if that was on purpose or not, but we definitely take it.
Yeah, right. It looked a little bit between body mashing and technique. 54%. He's using that sword, building some good stuff here. Not a lot of shield presence here because you want to be quick and fast in this game.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, a lot of times holding shields can be a good option, but other times you do have to be on the offensive. We'll see if Steve could fight himself back here. He's off to a really good start. Does have DuFaux now without a Monado, so a good opportunity to possibly take the stock.
That long distance to his advantage here keeps him airborne. He's going to have to maintain his distance if he's going to win this match.
Yeah, he's going to have to. It's the classic thing. You want to win, just don't get hit. Because right now, Steve, he's kind of one hit away, and that was a really fancy parry, but now in a really bad position. It's going to take.
He's going red. He's looking for it. And that's a swish to the back of the stage.
Yeah, that's DuFaux going up. Game 1. Moving on kind of comfortably. That looked like not a whole lot of sweat, but did look like EagleBones, McFalconHawk / Steve, whatever you want to call him, was figuring it out towards the end. He did start to close that gap just a little bit. Not, a little bit too late, too little too late, but still does have another game to go with. And yeah, that's the problem. Sometimes you go down early, and it is 3 stocks, and it just turns into like kind of like a sinkhole. I
really got to ask you something, Chris. Like, how does that affect your confidence going into this? You lose your very first match. You use a long-distance fighter for this one. I'm expecting him to either change his fighter or perhaps change up his technique with the same character.
It definitely is. It hurts, man. It goes, especially being this early in the bracket, you go down a game like that. It doesn't really feel too good. Because your early rounds are really supposed to be kind of simpler, easier, but obviously, everyone has to start from round 1. So there are still a lot of killers in round 1, obviously. But going down that first game, obviously not favorable. Gets stressful, knowing that, if you lose this next one, that's it. You're in losers, and you're in losers at a low point. So, change of character might be what the doctor ordered. You never know. It does look like they're changing stages as well. Because a little trick is if both those icons leave the stage, that means that they both are changing something. If one of them leaves, it means that maybe someone switched a character.
And they're both in. It looks like he's going to stay with the same characters as before.
Yeah, so it looks like character not the problem, or at least doesn't feel like it is. I think kind of just one of those instances where it's like, all right, I'll just play better.
There it is. Falco versus Shulk, round 2. Nothing has changed here. We'll see if he's going to stay long distance, but the stage has changed.
Yeah, different stage, and this is probably a better call for Steve. A little bit more room to work with. There's the blast zones are a little bit bigger. Oh my God, man, DuFaux is just so oppressive.
Oh, just keeping him on the edge for dear life as he regains back onto the center of the stage. And this stage is different than Pokemon. Granted, they have three levels in compared to the last 2.
Yeah, the extra platforms, they definitely help depending on your character. If you're Falco, and this was Steve's counter pick, it can be helpful because those platforms give you a little bit of extra room to maybe extend a combo, maybe get an extra jump if you're trying to take someone up off the top, but a lot of opportunity. Wow, right read coming out from
there
DuFaux,
it is.
just missed.
Good stuff. And all those platforms that you were mentioning have now been removed from the stage. It's just those 2, as there's just, it appears to be 2 of them just outside. I wonder how that impacts it, as DuFaux now has 109%. He needs to be careful.
Yeah, we'll see if Steve's going to be able to get any use from these platforms. And that back there, yeah, gonna send them packing.
All right, here he goes again. He's fresh, but Steve is also at 100%. So I'm curious how Steve is going to play a little more offense or defense on this side. He shows his shield at first and maintains distance.
That is really the game. Keeping your space while, oh man, a little bit.
Oh, Steve can't do it. Oh man, you're a bird, man. Start flying.
Yeah, man, it's funny. This bird jumps really high, but his up B recovery that we just got to see, that Firebird, doesn't go nearly as high as his space counterpart Fox, whose Fire Fox goes very far. A little counterintuitive there, but
now DuFaux, question for you, Chris. DuFaux is now blinking with some blue electricity. What is this electricity? What is this power up?
Makes him move very, very fast. Above his name, or I'm sorry, above Shulk's picture there, it says a word. It says Buster before it said speed. Buster just gives him more damage percent on each hit, whereas the speed just makes him fast. And now he's got jump, which means you're going to see him jumping all over and a lot further than he normally does. Although
that definitely helps if he's trying to avoid being knocked off the stage at that 139% now. He was just fresh a moment ago.
Yeah, and here we go. DuFaux getting pretty selective with the Monados. You're seeing a lot of different colors coming out, doing a lot of different things, and
so close. There he is. What comes up must come down. If he knows it's going to be just one hit away.
Yeah, and I'm guessing
from the Raptors, not quite yet.
Yeah, DuFaux's playing a dangerous game. He does have a oh no, that was an SD. Oh no, that was such early percent.
The gravity is so high on this stage. What's going on, guys?
Not the stage.
Press that one.
That was
Get
spaghetti.
off my stage.
That was spaghetti fingers. It looked like he just fast fell when he didn't mean to fall.
Twin fingers is going.
Yeah, something
so
like
now,
that.
Yeah, it feels like these 2 guys are just trying to find their way on the stage. If everything was natural, the score would probably a little bit different, as well as the game. 65% for Steve, 50% for DuFaux. Oh, there's that red power up. He's gone, and that's game.
Yeah,
Backboard.
That is a shame because it did look like Steve was figuring it out. The problem was that SD was a huge problem, and then at the end, DuFaux was getting really. He was really good with his Monado management. Even in that point when he was at like a really high percent, didn't go to shield. He was on the offensives, was still with the attack Monado, and then it worked out just because Steve SD'd, but.
Yeah.
You kind of hate to see that because Steve lost that last stock really early because of attack Monado too. So
and that goes exactly with the confidence there. He's lost now 2 in a row, and they are gone.
Yeah, that's